Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle and I'm here to do a reading for Pisces. Wherever you have Pisces in your chart, and we all have it somewhere, so this could be for you. Please do what resonates and leave what's rest. What's rest? Oh my God. Leave the rest. Oh, so that's how this is going to go today. Anyway, yeah, you know your story best. Okay, so I'm gonna do a general reading, starting with the Wisdom of the Oracle, and then I will clarify with some other decks. And JoJo made it. Hello, thank you for being here, and thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. All right, let's dive in. What's going on for Pisces? Flexible. Who got flexible? Someone else did. First card out. I don't remember. Somebody. Message in a bottle in protection. Aquarius got this in the same position. And between worlds, which Aquarius also got. So you could be on the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces. You could have a lot of Aquarius in your chart. You might want to check that reading out. There's a need to be flexible in a situation here, which again, I will clarify. But there are some red flags that you are missing or ignoring. That's keeping you keeping you down, keeping the color out of your life. In order to move into this sunny, happy, colorful place, you have to start acknowledging what you've been missing up to this point, purposely or otherwise. Usually with red flags, we kind of know they're there. I feel like it's very uncommon for people to not know somewhere deep down that there's something amiss. Um, but for whatever reason, things the flags get ignored. Things we don't want to look at the things that might need to change because we generally don't like change. It's uncomfortable or even painful. It causes upheaval, disruption in our lives. Um, and that's why there's this need to be flexible, to be adaptable to changing circumstances. Because otherwise, you're just, those red flags are going to keep slapping you in the face more and more, harder and harder. It makes me think of, I used to work in a lot of restaurants and, the towels, like snapping towels at each other. And that can hurt really bad. So you want to get to the point, like, you don't want to get to that point where you're getting like crazy welts because these red flags are slapping you so hard. Like, you want to extract yourself from the situation. Cosmic Ascendance is here. Welcome. And Deepak is here. Hello. Yay. All right. So let's clarify what's going on. What's going on here? What is this situation? Nine of Swords. The Lovers. Gemini energy. And the High Priestess. Cancerian energy. So yeah, you could be dealing with someone who has Gemini and or Cancer in their chart. There's a lot of anxiety here. Because your intuition is telling you that you need to make a choice. Which choice to make? You're being faced with a choice and you don't want to do it. But This could be that kind of situation where not making a choice is still making a choice. Whatever you're choosing currently or not choosing is keeping you in this place, feeling down, feeling dark, drab. Um, and it's holding you back ultimately. And so you're being asked to listen to your intuition. Your intuition is your direct line to your higher power. So, and that's kind of what feeds you, that kind of presents the red flags to you. Something's off, and your intuition, the alarm bells are going off, which you've been ignoring. But you yeah, with this anxiety, I mean, this is having trouble sleeping. This is being so caught up in your head that you're just like, I don't know what to choose. And you may legitimately not know, because when we get into that place of such severe anxiety, it can be really hard to hear our intuition, to feel it, to know it. Could be helpful to actually create a list of pros and cons. And this could be romantic. It doesn't have to be, though. Whatever choice you're being presented with, or choices, there's the one that's obvious, that there's a part of you that's like, yeah, do this. But for whatever reason, you're like, "Mm, I don't, I can't do that. I don't know how. I'm not strong enough. I don't want to leave this person. I'll lose money. Something." So I'm going with my Guardian Tarot to clarify these cards. What is this Nine of Swords? Nine of Swords clarifies the Nine of Swords. Wow. You are all tied up in knots. Nine of Cups. Three nines here. There's a need to close out a cycle, and you're holding back. You feel stuck. Page of Cups. Yeah, this is the Nine of Cups and Page of Cups. This is this is you wanting to move towards what is emotionally fulfilling for you, towards something that you're going to feel uplifted by and free, and you're going to want to. It's interesting, this Page of Cups. There's a sense of movement here. Moving towards solid ground, because they're this being is moving away from the water, from the lighthouse. It's like you've been feeling so stuck, so caught up in your emotions, not not being able to distinguish what's best for you. You don't trust yourself in the choices that you make, or in this situation you don't. And so you just keep going round and round in your head, which is it's a self-inflicted energy. There's a need to get out of your head. And oftentimes, in order to do that, you need to Go be physical. Find ways to get in your body. Um, Care for yourself. Take a salt bath. Go swimming, go running, go for a walk in nature. Um, Go dancing. I mean, anything where you can kind of shake up what's happening here, because this is keeping you from sleeping, and that's making it really tough for you in general, because the more sleep deprived we become, the harder it is for us to think straight and think clearly. And so by you need to do some kind of like extreme sports, like heavy workout, because you need to exhaust your body enough to be able to get the sleep you need to get the clarity you need. Something like this. You know what you want to do. You know the choice you want to make. But there's something that's holding you back, because you're saying I can't, I won't, it's not going to work. It's not I can't choose what I want because, insert your excuse. um it's so tough, because sometimes that reason why you don't want to follow your joy is legitimate. Well, I need to pay my bills, I can't leave my job, even though I really want to go and start my own business. I How am I gonna pay my mortgage and my pay for food, and I have family, I have people counting on me, like very legitimate reasons. But whatever it is, I don't know. Let me clarify. Clarify the levers. We've got 7 of Cups. Here's your choice. Maybe several choices. Judgment. Looking at the past and all you've been through. Judgment. Oh, I've been saying this is Libran energy, but I just one of my favorite readers, what is she? Water and Fire Tarot, I believe. Um, she said this is Scorpionic energy, which I thought was interesting. And it kind of is. And then the 2 of Pentacles. Once again, we have a choice. Choice and feeling confused about what to choose. Um, and there's a vacillating here, going back and forth. You can't, you're having such a hard time landing on the one thing that you need to do to decisively move forward. But there's there's a reassessment here, and a reviewing of all you've been through. What's worth hanging on to? What's worth letting go? If you're not here yet, you're going to get there, or it's going to become more clear. I feel like because this lands on this, that you're being faced with the need to to make this judgment call, and you don't want to. You have to, though. You're being pushed. There will come a point when the choice will be made for you, and it may not be what you want. But I kind of get that that's already what's happening. This makes me think of, if you don't choose yourself and what you truly want. Wait, where'd it go? Not these guys. The 9 of Cups and the Page of Cups. This is what you really want to do and how you want to move forward. If you don't choose that, there will come a point when the universe creates a tower moment where everything comes crashing down. Because if you don't do it, then the universe is like the parent who comes in and says, all right, well, now I need to step in. Now I'm going to take your toys away. Nobody wants that. You want to keep your toys. Anyway, okay, so High Priestess is clarified by Temperance. We've got a lot of major arcana here too. This is a big shift for you, a big change. Sagittarian energy. 4 of Wands. Here's your long-term happiness and celebration and death. Oh, okay. Okay. Scorpionic energy again. I think I think that you need to find that balance. Temperance it is about being patient, but it's being patient because you have to find the balance. It's a period of waiting while you figure all your stuff out. And you will get your wish fulfillment, your long-term happiness, joy, celebration with others, maybe a particular other after you close out a cycle, after you allow something to end. There's transformation here. This ending, you going through this and figuring out what it is you truly want and actually deciding to move towards it means you're moving away from something else. Um, which is kind of what I was getting from where is it? This guy. Moving towards solid ground, not being so caught up in being drowned by your emotions. And this transformation is what's allowing you to it's it's like a spiritual glow up. It's allowing you to understand things in a whole new way. This kind of feels like a dark night of the soul, but always with these kinds of really heavy energies and big transformations and us being forced to do what we don't want to do, we come out the other side having gained a lot more knowledge and understanding about ourselves, what's important to us, who we want. This is what you're doing. You are you are learning to have a relationship with your higher power, with the universe in a very intimate way. And maybe you take up some kind of meditation practice or like I was saying before, like because you're so caught up in your head, getting physical, actually getting into your body, this is kind of the key to you being able to tap into your intuition, to being able to figure out what it is you actually want on a surface, on a conscious level, because you don't necessarily you're not listening or you're not wanting to listen. And once you know, like, okay, definitely done, I know what I want to begin and I'm going to do this, you you're better for it. So I want to get I'm gonna la 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 la. I'm gonna go with my tarot of mystical moments um, to get potential outcome in this situation, which we kind of already have, but Eight of Swords. Oh, 10 of Wands. King of Pentacles. It seems to me that this is one of your biggest lessons with all of this is learning how to trust yourself, learning how to get out of your own way. You struggle with so much anxiety, probably on a daily basis, probably on an hourly or minutely basis. Like you're you you think yourself in circles as a habit. and it causes this incredible burden. And you're doing it because you think it's supposed to make you better. She's got the flowers on her back. She's drawn by the beauty and how good it smells, and like, I need to have these. But what's the cost? What's the cost of you carrying this burden and adding to it through this these thoughts that keep you spiraling out of control? And with the feminine king of pentacles here, this is getting into your feminine energy, which the high priestess is one of the most feminine energies there is in the deck, which is about being receptive, intuitive. um yeah. um being being on the more passive side, but because it's a king, it's still taking those necessary steps to get what you want. The kings always they're kings because they continue to strive for more, for bettering themselves, bettering their world, and particularly the king of pentacles. This is about creating abundance, prosperity, my brain. um Even creating a legacy for yourself and your family, the people around you that are important to you, and ultimately coming out on top. Now, the thing with pentacles, I mean, it's very much based in reality. It's about creating value in your world and becoming abundant from that. But it's slow. This is the pentacles are always about taking consistent baby steps forward and being dedicated to making making things happen, to getting what you want, being willing to divert yourself from your path if needed. And you're going to overcome. You're This tells me you're going to overcome this burden. Maybe this king of pentacles is someone who's helping you, someone with earth in their chart who has a way to help you out of this. They could also be somebody who, this is the problem, somebody who causes the burden. It's someone who you really care about, who causes you anxiety because there's a lot of flowers here. You want them there with you, but for some reason it's heavy on you. So take it as it resonates. It can go a number of different ways. But my ultimate feeling is, you know what? Let me just clarify this king of pentacles. What is this? The queen of pentacles. This is a divine counterpart. What's the 10 of wands? 3 of swords. Anxiety around a burden that's causing you heartbreak. That because the 10, it's closing out a cycle. It's ending the pain. It's finally putting the burden down, which can call in your divine counterpart, somebody who gets you on a similar level, who's meant to be in partnership with you, but they couldn't be there until you released the burden. I feel like this is you moving into the color, the the blue sky, fluffy clouds, sunny, pink. Pink makes me think of like rose quartz, which is really good for the heart. Maybe you need some rose quartz to have, a pendant, or, have some stones nearby or something, but or crystals, whatever. But as you transform and have this spiritual glow up, I feel like you're either going to call in somebody who is that good counterpart for you, or you are marrying these two parts of yourself, the feminine and masculine, even though it's feminine and feminine in a way. Could be somebody same gender as you. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. Um, but it could be. I'll say it one more time. Take it as it resonates. Okay, let's finish off with a rune card. Get a nice summing up. Oh, yay, Othala, which is about family. Creating a you know, like I said, creating some kind of legacy, family. Let's see, Othala. Where? Oh, there it is. Othala. Othala is the 24th and final rune card. It pays tribute to your family heritage, both the material possessions you have inherited and the attributes and traits that you were born with. When this rune card appears in a reading, you are encouraged to think about your ancestors and your current family traditions. Which influences and beliefs from your past, including your childhood, have shaped your life and contributed to the person you are today? How far do these beliefs chime with your own? Do you feel there is conflict between what is expected of you and who you really want to be? I feel like that's exactly what's happening here in this reading. Doing what you want versus what others want you to do. Either way, this card calls you to be true to who you are and to let go of beliefs that you don't feel in tune with anymore. And that's how you're going to overcome all of this anxiety, the two Nine of Swords, and get to this place of feeling super tapped in. An alternative reading of this rune card is that you should research your family history to discover what the past can teach you about who you are and where you came from. And that could have something to do also with, like where I was talking about earlier about you kind of being in this habit of thinking yourself in circles and feeling stuck in your own mind. That can be something that you inherited from your family. It's a habit that you learned, most likely from a parent who learned it from their parent, who learned it from their parent, and so on. So this is you examining what burdens have you been carrying because you felt you were told you were supposed to. Who has broken your heart because they want you to be different than you are, or expect you to carry something for them without any acknowledgement, or what's the word, like giving back, reciprocity, right? Ultimately you're moving towards a you whole new you, which is really exciting. um but it, it is a journey. In a sense, it is a walk through hell. It's learning how to get out of your own way, which I will be the first one to say I know exactly what that feels like, and I still struggle with it to this day. And you just take those consistent baby steps, do the best you can, do that extreme self care. That's really gonna help you a lot by caring for yourself physically, you're kind of telling yourself mentally that you're worth so much more than what you've experienced up to this point. And you have your own back as well. So, anyway, gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.